Hi, guys. Welcome to our Political Pulse segment here on CCN, where we are joined with Aly Legge. Of course, she's not here in the studio with me. Aly, you are in the frigid, cold Washington, D.C. for CPAC. Thank you so much for joining us remotely.
Yes, ma'am. You guys, I am so excited to be here. There has been tons of energy. I love this city. The history here is just absolutely amazing. If you've never been to DC, you should make it a point and bring your kids.
Especially because Melania is going to be opening up the White House again for tours here at the end of the month. Aly, I have to ask you, many people here in Florida have not gone to CPAC or been able to go to one of these events. Tell me a little bit about what the atmosphere is like there post this huge Trump victory, right?
So a lot of people don't know what CPAC actually is. CPAC is the Conservative Political Action Committee, and they host this giant conference that has anywhere from world leaders to our local, not local, but sometimes local. We have local reps that come to visit, but they are local to DC. But we have state reps and senators that come. A lot of times they speak on panels. Recently, Erica Donalds did a panel on education with Jack Brewer. That was an amazing.
Ooh, wow.
A lot of companies are here, like non-governmental organizations are here. For example, Moms for America, Kimberly Fletcher spoke about the importance of mothers being involved in our political process, right? Moms have been the largest untapped voter base in several years, but 2020 and 2024 has definitely shifted things. But moms need to keep their eye on the ball and keep that momentum going. So every issue is a mom issue, right? Faith, family, food, finance, and freedom. It touches all of us. So
yes.
It's been incredible.
Well, and what struck me as odd is that when I have watched CPAC in the past, I know that, Friday night and Saturday night are usually like your big name A-listers with usually Trump or whoever is like one of the last speakers. And so yesterday I'm, scrolling through social media and I'm like, wait, Elon's already been there. J.D. Vance has already taken the stage. So it seems like it's just this star-studded event this year. Is that right?
It is, and there really isn't a rhyme or reason. I mean, I think they've taken it to where they don't want people to just come for one day to hear all of the great speakers. They want people to really immerse themselves in this event and take in all 3 days of conference of all the speakers. They're all phenomenal. They all bring something very important. I know Benny Johnson spoke today. It's been really amazing. It really has been. I think the highlight for everyone, though, was President Milei from Argentina gave Elon Musk a chainsaw, and Elon said that the chainsaw was the chainsaw for bureaucracy. You can't get any better or iconic than that. It was quite amazing to see.
I remember seeing that it was the Doge chainsaw, and it's like, well, they already think we're violent, so I guess why not have a tool? That is amazing. That's amazing. So you said Benny Johnson was on today. I know Kimberly Fletcher from Moms for America is going to be on today as well. Any other speakers that you're looking forward to hearing?
Brandon Strzok, I'm so excited to hear. He finally gets the stage here at CPAC. He was supposed to have the stage a couple of years ago, but because of J6, they kind of distanced themselves from our political prisoners. Right, sometimes it's understood, but he has a very powerful story to tell. Not only is he a January 6th prisoner of war, I guess you'd say, here on American soil. I know a lot of veterans find that a little bit offensive, but I promise it's not. They have gone through a lot of trials and tribulations here on American soil, but he's a walkaway and started the walkaway movement from being a Democrat, being a extremist liberal, and now he's fiercely Republican, conservative really, and just loves America and likes to tell his story and wants to encourage others to walk away from the ideology that keeps you pigeonholed into a box. It doesn't allow you to actually cognitively think. So it's an amazing thing.
Exciting.
And I'm excited to hear him speak today.
That's exciting. I know I've seen a lot of independent journalists that have been there. You've got Steve Bannon, obviously Real America's Voice. I wonder, does Media Row look a little bit different than it has in years past because of the way the Trump administration is really welcoming in your smaller independent journalists?
Absolutely. Media Row is packed full of podcasters and independent media influencers, social media influencers. We have everybody walking around with their own cameras and interviewing folks that are just walking by and attending. And actually, this year, the War Room is not on Media Row. It's actually downstairs where they have all of the booths where everyone can go and shop. For example, they have Liberty Cigars is down there, but the War Room is always brings a crowd. So that's where a lot of people are like hanging out. OAN is down there as well. So it kind of it frees that space upstairs for Media Row for the independent journalists and the independent media so that they can kind of be first and foremost when you come in. But it's really awesome to see Steve Bannon walk through and Dan Ball walk through and say hi to all the independent journalists and give them encouraging words. So it's lovely.
That's wonderful because they've actually led the way in this new phase that we're in now of journalism. I have to ask you, when I tuned in the other day and heard J.D. Vance in his interview, his sit-down interview on the CPAC stage, he didn't hesitate at all to throw CNN under the bus. I think there's this boldness that now all conservatives that feel like Trump has kind of plowed the way, now they're coming back and piggybacking and almost not afraid to have that kind of, that kind of boldness. Are you seeing that too in all of the speakers?
Absolutely. Everyone is really, truly speaking their mind freely. They are expressing their admiration and their reverence for this administration, for the need to keep the foot on the gas pedal. If I can speak today, goodness.
You've only been speaking all day.
I have been really. It's been a lot of fun. But yes, I agree with you there. There is more, I think, I don't want to say lackadaisy, but it feels like there's just more. It's a calmness, but it's also an excitement. So they're excited to tell how they feel and what they think without fear of being reprimanded. So I love it. It's great.
And Aly, I think your viewers back here in Florida would love to also know you're not just there for CPAC. You were somewhere very, very special just yesterday on Thursday. Why don't you tell our viewers where you were?
Yes, I was. I had the privilege and the honor to attend the White House. They held a Black History Month, a National Black History Month reception and at the White House, and it was just incredible. President Trump came to speak. Tiger Woods was there. Scott Turner was there. So many people were there. A lot of social media influencers, a lot of independent media were there as well. It's an amazing. It was packed full of people. The food spread was awesome. It was so great. Just so great. It just completely blew my mind. I have not been rendered speechless very often in my life, but since I've been doing this, it's happened quite a lot, actually. So I was really excited, really honored to be in attendance there. And I can't wait for the next 30 days.
I know, it's only been 30 days. It's like, hold on to your seats. Before we leave you, because I know you've got appointments to get to, Aly, I wanted to get your take because we are, as Coastal Conservative News, we are based here in Florida. We cover everything happening throughout the state of Florida. What do you make of this latest announcement where it appears that Donald Trump is actually coming out and having a strong opinion on the potential run for Byron Donalds here for governor of Florida? He's basically given him his backing.
Yes, he endorsed Byron Donalds for the next governor of Florida. I am extremely excited about this. We had called it in 2022, I believe it was, to figure out who do you think would be the next governor of Florida? And everyone I spoke to definitely said, hands down, Byron Donalds. Actually ran into Erica Donalds downstairs I believe it was a few hours ago. And I told her, listen, if there's anything that you need, we support you 100%. So let's get it done. I'm excited to see Byron Donalds in the governor's mansion.
In the governor's mansion. We like it here at CCN. This is exciting. And I think really once Trump taps you on the shoulder, given the mandate he was given on November 5th, I think most people can expect that is a huge, huge statement. Aly, thank you so much for joining us remotely. We love having you obviously in the studio, but we know that we're excited that you were able to bring us that firsthand account from CPAC. Enjoy the rest of your visit, dear.
Thanks so much, and I love you all. Thank you all so much for joining CCN, and I can't wait to see you back in studio. Bye.
Bye.